What's going on, guys? I'm about to check out Candace Owens, and she's giving her opinion on Gabrielle Union and her simp. As I said it. Dwyane Wade, whatever. Dwyane Wade, her simp. That's what I call. That's what I call. Let's get straight to it, man. Let's get straight to it. Hear what Candace has to say. Don't forget to check her channel out as well as hit the like button. Let's go.
So it's a big question, and I'm wondering just why are people getting married anymore? It seems that we are slowly chipping away at what marriage is supposed to represent as an institution. And people are sort of engaging in these progressive like marriages. People that get married and say, as just one example, I want to keep my last name. I'm a woman. I've always been known as this. I want to keep my last name. I find that to be weird. I was so excited to take my husband's last name.
Candace is 100% right. She's super on point. Yeah. Right. I think that a lot of women now, especially with the woke feminism movement and all this other stuff, they don't take pride in sharing their husband's last name. Now, me personally, I don't believe in marriage, right? I believe in partnership. I believe that I can meet a partner that we could ride until the wheels fall off, but I don't think that marriage is necessary as far as getting the government involved with paperwork and things of this nature. I don't believe in that. That's just me. That's just me. I also ain't trying to have a kid right now, but that's just my own personal beliefs.
Other element of this is we're getting married, but we don't want kids. We don't want kids to disrupt how we live. We love our financial security because we don't have children. We want to be able to travel the world. Okay,
I ain't got kids and I'm broke as heck. I bring kids in this world. They gonna be broken than me. I'll tell you that much, man. And that's gonna be horrible. Why would I want to bring a kid into, let alone this woke world, which I'm sure I could guide them. But there's a whole bunch of other things. And I'm not in a place right now where kids is even a focus. I need to step my career up and really go after this.
Typically, people think you get married because you want to establish your own family. But for some people, it's enough just to have one another. Now we're starting to see this phenomenon of people talking about not wanting to blend their finances, which brings me to the topic of Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade, who I don't think anybody would disagree with the statement. They are definitively not in a traditional marriage. They do everything a bit different. Just a couple of examples here. She did not want to lose her last name, so she hyphenated it. They are raising their son, born Zaire, as a daughter that they are now calling Zaya, despite the fact that Zaya's mother says, no, that's my son, and has been fighting them in court. They're champion.
Yeah, I've heard about that. And mind you, hey guys, educational purposes, this is not the opinion of bxbeastboy. My opinion is I just want to leave children like out of that. I want to allow them to grow up. And then if they want to make a decision to do whatever kind of transition they want as an adult, I can't tell you what to do because I can't control your body. You know what I mean? But I want kids to like be allowed to grow up before they can make that decision. Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade don't.
Meaning that. Okay. They did not go the traditional route of having a child. They decided to use surrogacy. So things are very different in this marriage. But then sort of the cherry on top of all of it was this interview where Gabrielle Union sat down with Bloomberg to say that everything in her household is split 50-50. Take a listen.
It's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts this, there's always this like
head of household
gorilla on your back that is like, you better work, you better work. You know, you gonna sleep in? You know.
Welcome to being a man. Well, welcome to being a man. Welcome. You want to be head of household, right? Well, and everybody hates Chris when his pops had 3 jobs, and everybody's like, why he never home? Well, you think it's cheap living out here in these streets, especially when things are demanded? No. You gotta step your game up. You gotta grind.
And
I'm doing 20-hour work days.
It's hard. It's hard to let that go.
So to be clear, Gabrielle Union is worth about $50 million. It doesn't mean that she doesn't have a ton of people that she needs to take care of. But what is really compelling about this interview and why it went so viral is because her husband, Dwyane Wade, is worth $175 million.
Which is insane that she would even be talking like that. Like, yeah, you was an actress. 20 years ago, you was never like A-list. You was never like top of the line. And I can't recall a single movie. She's always had like B ranked straight to DVDs type of stuff. Like, yeah, like that movie with DMX and Jet Li or something like that. Anthony Anderson. I was like, why is she even here? Anyway, no, not to discredit her, right? You know what I mean? I think she was like in Bad Boys or something like that. Then she get a spinoff TV. I don't know. This guy's in the NBA, or at least he was, right? I don't watch NBA now, so I can tell you if he still was, right? And people like Malika Andrews that made me not want to have anything to do with the NBA. But I know for a fact he has more money than her. How is she the head of household? How is that even possible?
It's bizarre to hear her say that she feels this gorilla on her back because she has to worry about other people that she has to support when her husband is quite literally worth $175 million. People weighed into this on Twitter, said how bizarre it was.
That sounds crazy. How
it should be. People are realizing this is not feeling like it's a marriage per se. So somebody questioned Dwyane Wade on the podcast Club Shay Shay about what his wife had said. Is it real? Are they actually splitting things 50-50 when he has a net worth of $175 million? Take a listen.
Because I think I said one time when we was in Miami, I said something about it being my house that I paid for. My wife looked at me. She was like, you will never say that to me again when it's something that we share. And so my wife was like, that when we moved to LA, I got half on it. You will never say my house again.
Wow.
She said, you can say that in the arena. And so in our life, our home, 50-50, we purchased it together.
Right.
She's masculine, bro.
Anything that goes on with our daughter, 50-50, we share it together.
Okay, I know that it has become very common.
She is super masculine. What's her name? Gabrielle. She got a lot of masculine features, right? That sounds like something a man would say, right? Like I stayed with a chick maybe 2 hours in my life. That joint didn't last, man. That didn't last because the moment I felt like, oh, you trying to leverage that? Okay, I will rather sleep in the streets. That's just a fact. You ain't never gonna be able to hold that over my head. So that's like a real masculine type of trait. Like some real men. That bitch was like, nah, that's not. So yeah.
People to say, let's normalize things that are so very clearly abnormal. But can we all just address the fact that this is not something that should be normalized? The idea that you are paying for your child as if you've had a divorce and it's a custody split 50-50.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
You have to contribute 50% of everything you pay for them. When you have a child, this is not the way that a married couple should think. You should not be thinking, okay, I'm going to enroll my child into this private school, so I'm going to pay 50% of the semester, and my husband's going to pay.
No, that's crazy. Especially if the kid's not there. That sounds wow. That sounds mad wow. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed watching the video. Now, if you have some extra time, can you do me a favor? Check out my music. I rap, I sing, and I make beats. All of that should be linked in the description. Also, if you want to watch me live stream, you can check me out on bxbeastboy Live. That's another YouTube channel. It should be linked to my homepage. And you can check me out on Twitch and Rumble. I'm streaming on all these platforms, man. Trying to just get out there. Also, if you want to support me, you can sign up for my memberships on my channel, as well as my Patreon for as low as $1. You get exclusive access to a bunch of videos early before you even get it on YouTube, as well as videos that's not ever going to be on YouTube. Stuff that actually got me suspended and banned. It's kind of my anti-cancel culture fund for bxbeastboy. You know what I mean? And it also helps me get resources for certain video essays and things of that nature. Check that out if you're able to. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and join my Discord if you are able to, man. The link should be somewhere within my description or somewhere on my channel. I would really love to see you there, man. That's where you get a chance to talk to me and the rest of my supporters, man. I appreciate you guys. Bang, gang, out.